Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me. This is Hakeem Alexander with Acrimonium.com, 613 Records, Red Coin Studios, and I'm coming to you tonight with my top 5 BillBoard songs remade by heavy metal bands. That's right, top 5 BillBoard chart-topping songs remade by heavy metal bands. And maybe you might know some of these tracks. Let's see, what order am I putting these in here? Alright, so the 5 songs, the first one is going to be Summer Breeze. The next one, well, let me count them down for you. How about that? So just give a couple minutes. Thanks for joining me, listening in. It's gonna be a fun little show here. What you're listening to right now is Volcano by Donald Dias and myself. We call the project Uniquilibrium. I like to open up my broadcast with some of our music. We've made some cool short songs. Anyway, so let's see. I'm going to start off here with number 5. Number 5 is a song called Summer Breeze by Type O Negative. Can you guess who the original musicians were that wrote that song or performed it? A lot of other bands covered it. I at first thought it was somebody else. Maybe you might know who it is. Let me know. Here we go. All right, that was Summer Breeze by Type O Negative. They actually released their version in 1993 with their debut album Christian Woman, or Bloody Kisses. I forget which one. No, Christian Woman was the first song on that album, and the album was called Bloody Kisses. All right, so the original band that performed that song, that recorded and performed that song, does anybody know? Can you guess? Well, I didn't know at first. I actually thought that it was the Isley Brothers, but they covered it first, I think, from an original band that first recorded it in 1972 called Seals and Crofts, which I never heard about them. But little trivia, Seals and Crofts, they became popular with that song, Summer Breeze, in 1972. Of course, Type O Negatives is a much slower doom metal version of it. And just 8 years later, in 1980, they disbanded. They got back together from 1991 to 1992, then again in 2004. And here's another interesting piece of trivia. They are very public promoters of the Baha'i faith, which I actually performed a couple times with my friend Donald Dias at the Baha'i Community Center when I was in Los Angeles, California. All right, coming up next at number 4 is Easy. You'll recognize this one. This one is most like the original that I've heard any of these covers. And this band, they did some heavy metal stuff, but they weren't really... they were very a unique band. Anyway, here is Easy. Can you guess who the original producers, performers, recorders of this song Easy is? Check it out.
Sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. You see, you beg, stole, and I borrow. Yeah. Why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I wanna be high, so high. I wanna be free to know the things I do alright. I wanna be free, just me. Oh, baby.
Nice. That was Easy. That version was by that band right there. Can you guess who that was? That was Faith No More, one of my favorite bands when I was in high school. Faith No More, they are interesting. They're from San Francisco. They formed in 1979. They released an album last year called Soul Invictus. Their singer Mike Patton was in a band called Boogalard. Also, he had another side project. I don't know why it's slipping my mind right now, but they were crazy. And it'll probably come to me later. But anyway, the original song, Easy, was actually by the Commodores in 1977. The Commodores in 1977. And they opened for the Jackson 5 in 1972. So at the same time that Seals and Crofts came out with their song Summer Breeze that Typo Negative covered in 1993, the Commodores opened for the Jackson 5 in 1972, and that was their one of their biggest hits was Easy. All right, coming up next is one of my favorites. This is called Word Up, and it's performed by Korn. Nice. That was Word Up by Korn, and they came out with their version in, that was not too long ago. Word Up by Korn, 2004. So, let's see. We had Typo Negative performing Summer Breeze in 1993, or recording Summer Breeze in 1993, which was 21 years after Seals and Crofts came out with it in 1972. And then we had Easy by Faith No More in 1992, which is 15 years after the 1977 release by the Commodores. And then we just had Word Up by Korn in 2004, which is 18 years after the 1986 release by Cameo, which is a large group of guys. I mean, there's a lot of members of that group. And interestingly enough, they are about to take up residence at the Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino in 2016. So I think something in maybe March of 2016, which they already did. So they now have permanent residents performing. That was right when I went to China. They started their resident band at the Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. That's Cameo. And so they're still going strong, like the Rolling Stones, right? Okay, let's see what we've got here for you. So we did Summer Breeze, we did Easy, did Word Up with Korn, and a lot of you will know this one. And this may not necessarily be a heavy metal band, but they did a heavier, but also a really great rendition of this song. Everybody knows what this song is and who it is. I don't even have to say, but this is Alien Ant Farm with Smooth Criminal. Enjoy.
She was struck down.
That was Smooth Criminal by Alien Ant Farm. They came out with that in 2001. So before that, we had number 3, which was Korn's 2004 release of Word Up, which originally came out by Cameo in 1986. And of course, that was Alien Ant Farm 2001 release, 14 years after, of course, the one and only Michael Jackson released that song in 1989. As we all know, Michael Jackson, he was born in August 29th of 1958, and he died tragically on June 25th of 2009, allegedly at the hands of his physician, Dr. Conrad Murray. He was given a cocktail of drugs, and that's what killed him. I don't have any trivia about Alien Ant Farm. They kind of fell off the radar a little bit, and I didn't really look up any interesting trivia about them, but I'm sure if you have any commentary about that, you can let me know. And let's see. So, all right. Oh yeah. I forgot. Before I get to number one, another sort of tragic death. Let's see. We had some people falling off out of here. Let's go back to, Marvin Gaye. That was pretty crazy. Who did? Actually, he's going to be. I almost gave it away. That's going to be number 1. But Peter Steele, whose birth name was Petrus Thomas Ratajczyk. I don't know if I'm saying that right. He was born in January 4th of 1962 and died on April 14th, 2010 from an aortic aneurysm. They first thought it was heart failure. Very sad. He was known for his very deep voice and his vampire style on stage. And they were a great band, one of my favorites when I heard that album, Bloody Kisses with Christian Woman on it. Anyway, so, number 1 coming up. We have one of my favorite bands performing the song. It is called Inner City Blues, and it's performed by Seven Dust, one of my favorite metal bands, fronted by LaJohn Witherspoon. So get ready for this, for Inner City Blues by Seven Dust, and I'm pretty sure I kind of gave it away, but you can guess who the original performer of was that, and then we'll wrap it up in just a moment here. So enjoy this by Seven Dust, Inner City Blues.
By the
All right, that was Seven Dust with Inner City Blues, and as I foolishly gave it away before, that was by the late Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye originally recorded and released Inner City Blues in 1971, and yes, he was tragically shot in the heart. He was born April 2nd, 1939, and he died on April 1st of 1984. He was about 44 years old. His father shot him in the heart after an argument. At least that's how the story goes. So, Inner City Blues, very tragic, by a great artist, Marvin Gaye. Seven Dust actually did that song the longest after the original. That was 36 years after the original. The original was 1971, and Seven Dust waited 36 years. Is that right? Wait, I'm sorry, maybe 34 years, but still the oldest. Still the oldest song, or the longest time waited. Yeah, actually it's the oldest one, because Seals and Crofts' Summer Breeze was 1972, so just a year after. And interestingly enough, the other connection is that Michael Jackson, of course, was in the Jackson 5, and the Commodores opened for the Jackson 5 in 1972 while they were on tour. So that is what I think are the best five Billboard chart songs to be remade by heavy metal bands. And I have another treat coming up in my next podcast. I'll post that it'll come out simultaneously on Twitter. I'll post a link on Facebook, and it will be on my Spreaker podcasting page, gurugrandmaster.com, and now it actually publishes simultaneously on my YouTube, one of my YouTube channels, which is Hakeem Alexander Media. And that next one is going to be, actually, I have, let's see, what I think are the best 5 heavy metal songs remade by heavy metal bands. So there's going to be that's going to be some controversy, of course, but I don't care. It's my opinion, right? My show. I can put what I want. Hey, where are my notes here? And I know I have. I'm going to do the best 5 heavy metal songs remade by heavy metal bands, and then I'm going to do the best pop songs remade by death metal bands, or best pop songs remade by heavy metal bands. So, wrapping up here, we had number 1. It was Typo Negative with Summer Breeze, originally by I don't know this band that much. Seals and what are they called? Seals and Crofts. It's like recently the first time I ever heard of them. So Seals and Crofts. Number 4, Easy by Faith No More, originally by the Commodores. Then number 3, Word Up by Korn. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Do I have my facts mixed up here? Word Up, was originally by Cameo. By Cameo. That's my mistake. By Cameo. And Cameo was in 1986. By Cameo in 1986. I don't know why my Facebook page is screwing up like this. And then, let's see. So that was number 3. That was originally, it was Word Up, done by Korn in 2004, right? 2004. And then Cameo was originally in 1986. Number 2 was Smooth Criminal in 2001 by Alien Ant Farm, originally, of course, by Michael Jackson in 1989. And then my favorite of them all, the one I think is the number 1 best Billboard chart-topping song remade by a heavy metal band, is Inner City Blues by Seven Dust, originally by Marvin Gaye in 1971. Your thoughts? You can always sign up as one of my followers on gurugrandmaster.com. That's my Spreaker podcast page, of course, on YouTube or Twitter, any one of those channels. And yeah, so look out for the top 5 heavy metal songs made by heavy metal bands, remakes, and then also pop songs remade by heavy metal bands. All right, it's Hakeem Alexander, 613 Records, Red Coin Studios with the Hypno Athletics Networks. I'll catch you guys on the next wave. Stay well.